Hello, everyone. It's me. And on today's episode, I don't know. I was watching Fuller House, believe it or not, and John Stamos was on there, and he is still so hot. Whatever. I just really, I just really dislike when people write women characters in such a one-dimensional way. Like, you could have that, like, she wants a baby and all this, but also add other aspects and dimensions, but it's really watered down, and the show it's cute, but it's like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, this is so stupid that I'm even watching this. First of all, like, I'm so above watching Fuller House, you guys, but second, I keep thinking I'm such a hypocrite because I don't like Candace Cameron because she's like so homophobic and all that crap, and I'm gonna turn the show off, I think. But I might leave this one episode on because I want to see more Uncle Jesse. So I have a story for you guys. Last night around 8 o'clock, I was in the kitchen and I was putting things up and all out, and I heard the doorbell ring, and instantly my mind goes, what the F? Oh my God, who's at the door? What do they want? So I walk into the living room and I look out the window, and right in front of the window I have like outdoor chairs, like outdoor plastic chairs on a table that, I can sit at sometimes if I feel like it, I guess. But anyway, I'm looking out the window, and sitting in one of those chairs is a woman, and she looks back at me and she starts talking, and she's like, hey, can you let me in? And I'm like, I'm like that, and I'm like, I don't think so. Anyway, she also has in her hand, I don't know if you guys have ever pulled up carpeting or had carpeting installed, but they have usually around the baseboard areas, there are these long strips of very thin wood, almost like a yardstick, and sticking up through them are these little sharp tacks, and it's supposed to like keep the carpet in place, and so it doesn't go all over the place and you end up busting a hip on it, because face it, none of us are getting any younger. Anyway, it's called a tack strip, in case you didn't know. This woman has a tack strip like this, and she's saying, hey, can you let me in? Like, real pissed off, like, and I'm like, oh no. So I go to in the other room, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, what the fuck? I have to calm down, I guess. And then I walk out. It's like maybe a minute tops. I walk out. I open the front door, and I'm like getting ready to tell her to get on her way. But she's gone. I think she went next door and was trying to get the neighbor to let her in. And I'm pretty positive that our neighbor next door didn't do that, because I've not talked to her, like, the whole time that I've lived here. Like, I've seen her only a few times, and I've never talked to her, but I don't think she's the type that would let some crazed, mentally deranged woman with a big-ass tack strip in her place. But I'm just like, what in the hell have we all come to, that someone will demand to come into my home? Did she think she lived here? I don't know, but I went outside after she was gone, and I was looking around, and on that table between my two chairs, oh my God, for a second I thought that I hadn't hit record. On the table between those two chairs was a journal, and you and me, we're gonna read that journal. But before, I'm gonna go put on my dishwashing gloves. And FYI, they are stained with purple dye because I ran out of like disposable plastic gloves, so I had to use like my dish gloves. So go figure. I'm not naming any names here because I don't want to be mean or anything like that. And there's water inside of the finger, so now my hand's all wet. Here is the book, okay? And it's a composition book, and it says, you write your name here. It says, don't do it. And that is an exclamation point. And I feel really exploitive right now, like I'm exploiting somebody. But we're not naming names or anything like that, you know. I'm just looking through shit that I found on my porch. This says, I shouldn't show this. It says, my hospital visit. Do they give these out at the hospital? I don't know. It's weird. I feel stupid even doing this video. Oh, good night. This woman's name is Stephanie. Okay. And I will not read the last name out of respect. Under school, she wrote Hard Knocks. And under class, it says, been tired. That's all that says. Looks like we've got a bunch of just 2 blank pages. Tim. Today for my sister and tomorrow for me. Today, this ends well. Stephanie. That is very poignant. Today you do it for this person, but tomorrow you're gonna do it for yourself. I like that. I don't want this shit. Here we go. Right here is an address written. Here's another address. Here is a passage that is written. I pray, admittedly, to there. Ooh, I don't know if I should read this. There's like this. I don't want to say group because it's a cult that's kind of around, and they leave notes and creepy ass shit on your car and different places, and it's going like a religious thing. And I'm not saying that if you believe something that I don't believe, that it's wrong or that I don't like it, so I'm just gonna say it's a cult. You know, when it comes to religion, I'm accepting of, you know, anyone's beliefs. Anyway, this group and all that, and it's creepy and weird. I pray admittedly to above. All the summers come and go as my country lives on to be blessed and highly flavored. Okay, we're getting into a word salad here. It says, by friend of the nation, a family. I think this is a cult thing. If I knew this woman was a cult member, I wouldn't have done anything differently. But I'm not letting a fucking nut in my house. This has a bunch of numbers on it. I'm coughing here. I need a sip of this extra strong Sprite. That's right, it's Sprite. It looks like math. There's like 71 divided by 42, and then it looks like somebody drew the pi sign. They probably don't know what pi is. You know, I do, because I studied that crap all my life, and I hate the pi. this is written, it says, to the power of infinity. Rapping these days like it's a the way. How the hell you see me? Something, I can't make that out. I feel like it's about Tim. Let my homie respect, folks. That's all I've got. That's all I can read. This page right here, y'all, is just a drawing. Just a drawing. Nothing that spectacular. Someone was through. We've got another drawing right here. Looks like somebody was trying to get organized, kind of, and like go, oh, Monday and Tuesday, and get this and that. I am T, or true, my own hearts. I can't make any of that out. But here's like another drawing. It looks like they were trying to get organized again. And this, I don't know what that is. You know, sometimes people draw on the margins. I know I did that. You have probably also drawn the 3D cubes, you know, square, square, connect, 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 tubular, dude. That's kind of cool. I don't know what that is. Probably something silly. We've got an S written here. I wonder why this person just wrote an S and didn't finish that. What was the word? Sue me, because I'm reading your journal to America. I do, Uncle Jesse, you guys. I'm sorry, but he is hot. So hot. I love it. Somebody was actually asking me the other day, hey, if you had to compile a list of, say, 5 famous celebrity men that you would do for the rest of your life, who would be on that list? And I'm like, I'm not answering that question, but for sure, Gyllenhaal would be on that list because, I love him. Like, if you're reading or something, sometimes it's very hard to get a grip on the page. Put on some gloves, because look at this. It's like nothing. I feel so invincible just turning these pages. We're not actually getting much. It's like a emptiness. Rather poignant. I'm gonna go step outside to the trash can and throw this shit away because I don't want it in my house. I don't want the energy in my house. I don't want the germs in my house. And I'm decluttering because I feel like, hey, let's get rid of stuff we don't use. Okay, now it's recipe time. Go ahead and get yourself a nice glass and put yourself about 3 or 4 ice cubes in the bottom, depending on how cool you are and how cool you like your drink. To that, you want to add a little bit of this energy drink. This is called Rockstar Punched. It has B vitamins, which are very healthy, and this is in the flavor Fruit Punch. So go ahead and pour that on in there, and you want about, I'd say that's about 2/3 full. To that, you take a little bit of Sprite, and you go ahead and do 1/3, just like this, and then you do this to shake it all up, and then this one's actually a little bit better. Now that you've got this beautiful drink made, you can either drink it or you can go ahead and give this to your neighbors as a gift. Like, you can knock on their door and say, hey, here you go.